I want him on the screen. The one who dwells in Nintendo's basement. The one who talks but never plays. Anything that irritates him that's not exclusive to the Nintendo platform. I want Harman Smith. You know, fam, yesterday I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and play some Kingdom Hearts on my Steam Deck, and then the next day, which is today, I was going to play some Shin Megami Tensei 5 Revengeance. You know, I was going to have some fun today. But you know what, yesterday, a certain video came across my desk by Harman Smith, and you guys are never going to believe it. Guess what it's about? It's about Doom. Oh yeah, you guys are in for a nice little treat, because you know what? I'm really fucking agitated. Not by the fact of his opinions. It's about the fact that he disturbed me on my day off when I was playing video games. And now because he wanted to spout some absolute nonsense once again, I'm going to be very extra during this video. And it's not going to be based on his looks or anything like that. No. I'm going to be doing some extra editing on top of this. I'm talking about this is going to be probably one of your favorite top maybe Harman Smith videos out of the whole algorithm or the Sultan creators that you watch. Yeah, Gore's going to be putting some stink on this video to make it, well, make it that extra spicy for you. Get that extra oomph out of your day. Oh, and hey, Harman, I know you watch my videos too. I can see it from my clips that you clip out of context, a lot that you like to use into your videos. Let me just say this real quickly. You come into my comment section, you start shit, it's on site. Oh, and before we start this video too, like I always say before we dive right into the video, please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little drink and a nice little snack, and we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and see what Harman Smith had to say about the Doom franchise. This is going to be very interesting, fam, so make sure you're ready for this one.
Doom Eternal sucks.
You're pathetically predictable. Like a moth to the flame.
I'm going to go off on a limb and just bet money right now, because I'll bet $100 with you right now, fam, that he's going to give no valid reasons to even explain why fucking Doom Eternal sucks at all. Like, no, please, I want a valid reason from you, okay, Harman Smith? I want a reason as to, like, the combat sucks, the story sucks, something like the music sucks. You say the fucking music sucks. We're fighting on site. It's on site, okay? You even say the music sucks. We have a fucking problem.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the obsession is about.
Well, of course you're not going to understand, Harman. You've got tunnel vision from the 5th degree of the 5th fucking moon, because let's be honest here, if it's not a Nintendo exclusive, you're not going to care or even understand. My God, if it's a Nintendo exclusive, you're going to understand the hype, but if it's any other franchise or IP that's not owned by Nintendo, yeah, you might as well forget it. You know, you're not going to understand at all. This is what we call the corporate simp.
But I have been seeing a lot of people over the past several years try and tell you that, like, Doom Eternal is one of the best FPS games ever made. It's one of the best games ever made. It and Doom 2016 are phenomenal games.
I'm willing to bet money right now he's going to bring up a shooter that's currently on the Nintendo Switch that's an exclusive that kind of faded away after a couple months. I'm going to take bets right now that the only shooter that I know on the Nintendo Switch is probably Splatoon. I'm going to bet some money on that one. I bet she's going to bring that up and say, oh, it's so much better than Doom. Yeah, I'm going to bet some money on that one.
Like, Doom Eternal is not as good as 2016, which in turn was not as good as the older Doom games.
The only technical quote-unquote bad Doom game that's ever came across the Doom franchise that a lot of people considered bad was Doom 3. Let me tell y'all something. The graphics for that sucker was good, but the gameplay, other things were really sacrificed in the long run just to make the game look good. And trust me, the franchise, but the fan base wasn't really happy about it, and I was definitely one of those people. I played Doom since like 1997, and that's when I was of age to play video games. And when I got Doom 3, I wasn't really happy. It was yeah, I mean, like, great job on the graphics, but everything else, it's questionable. But frankly honest, Harman, how the fuck could you sit there and say Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal were not the right ways to go? Are you smoking a pack right now? Are you like scooping it out of the toilet after you get done? Are you smoking that good stuff? Are you, Harman? Because I would like some of that. Because honestly, it'd be a very, very fun day to live in your world for once.
That there has been a steady decline in the genre since Halo Combat Evolved.
Please explain to me in what La La Land you're living in right now. Please explain to me how after Combat Evolved, or was it during, I can't remember when it came out, there was a steady decline in the FPS genre. All I remember is great fucking games coming out that were shooters, and I was just losing my fucking mind. Like Gears, like Call of Duty. Yeah, ever played those games before, Harman? Have you? No, probably not. Probably not. I'm going to bet some money. Probably not.
The genre does not know how to respect a player's intelligence and skill level.
Do you know how delusional you are? Maybe I would give you points if that was the Call of Duty syndrome right there. I mean, fair enough. I mean, all you really do is just run around, shoot, and get kill streaks. That's really about it. But you know what, though? At least in games like Titanfall 2 and freaking Battlefield, you have to think. You can't just run in there like unga bunga, I'm gonna get so many kills. No, you have to like approach things tactically. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna go Rambo up in these situations and get all these end games in front of here. No. If you even think about doing that in tactical games such as Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege, freaking Titanfall 2, you're not going to make it very far in that game. You're probably going to break your controller. And let's not forget the Doom 2016 fucking multiplayer. Yeah, I used to be a monster in that. I wish I still had some footage of that stuff. But honestly, nah, that you are a huge fucking cap in this situation, Harman. Cap.
The bare bones, basic bitch, American video game genre right now. There have been no innovations. There have been no improvements. There have been no like really good FPS games over the past several years.
Yeah, so whenever this dude tells you that your game sucks or it's boring or basic, just remember, this guy caps for Nintendo, and any slop that they decide to put out, he will protect anything that's under the Nintendo franchise, or the IPs, I should say. You want some proof? Hey, why don't you go look up his live stream of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, he defended the hell out of the game while glitches and graphic tears, pretty much everything that was happening with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on launch, he was protecting it on full force. I kid you not. Go look it up yourself. You'll be pretty amazed.
But that by no means makes it a masterpiece or makes it one of the best games ever. Like, again, people are barking up the wrong tree when talking about this.
That guy's full of shit.
I'm sorry, but that's just based on people's opinion. If they feel like this is the best game ever made in their lives, that's totally up to them. But unlike you, Harman, your whole argument right here hasn't been really an argument. All it has been is just a welcome to my TED Talk of me just bullshitting every single minute to waste your lifetime. It's really sad that you make videos like this without any good points at all. It'll be a cold day in hell if you ever make a good video showing good points as to why something is very, very bad.
In fact, I would say right now that the best shooting franchise in the industry is Splatoon.
Oh, is that right? Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
And that the
And now that, them, though, thumb. Come on, Harman. For the love of God, you have a PC. Throw this in the editor and cut stuff out like this. You are giving me prime gold to make fun of you, dude. Seriously? I'm pretty sure I'm going to capture about maybe a couple more of these in this video, but like, Harman, seriously, put this in a video editor and cut these out, and do everybody else a favor too. Clean your fucking dishes, because it is absolutely disgusting seeing how filthy you fucking live. And honestly, I wouldn't be jumping on your cases as much, but you've done it way too many times in your videos, and it's just getting to the point. It's very disgusting to even watch your videos. I don't even know how your fans watch your videos in this situation. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Splatoon has better world building, better characters, better better mechanics, a more interesting premise. Like Doom is just ridiculous nonsense, right?
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harman. Did you forget that we're playing video games here where it's absolutely ridiculous? Splatoon has squid kids, or I'm not what they're called, octopus kids. I don't know what the hell they're called, but they have squid kids in them. And Doom Eternal has demons in them where this dude, 6'8", about 1,200 pounds, is running in fully developed armor at people carrying chainsaws and many weapons on them. You don't think both premises are absolutely ludicrous? I'm willing to bet money right now that Harman over here doesn't know shit for lore about Doom at all. I'll bet you anything he doesn't even know who Daisy is or the first Spider-Mind is. I'll take some betting money. I'll bet some money right now he has no idea about the lore. Because honestly, Splatoon's lore is nothing compared to Doom's. Doom's is fucking off the fucking chain crazy.
The thing that gets me about Doom Eternal, right? The weird hype around it is this weird attempt at subverting this decades-old franchise, right?
Come on, Harman. Use the last 2 brain cells you got right now to connect things together. Come on, you can do it, buddy. I know it's really hard and you're really overworking it right now. Oh, God. Yeah, I could see steam coming right off of him when he's trying to process those 2 brain cells, rubbing them together right now. But Harman, the reason why a lot of people like Doom Eternal is because Doom Eternal connects all the Dooms together to make it perfect sense. Because if you actually read the lore, you would actually know this.
Pretending that Doom has had this long, like, very, very strong history of having all this deep lore. Like, ooh.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
The Doom Slayer has been fighting demons for centuries, since the Dark Ages. Ooh. Like, again, people treat this like it's a completely serious thing and not something they made up for Doom Eternal. Like, it's
He just screams that I never paid attention to the lore or even go to look at a book, or not a book, but a video to help me simplify everything. Harman, you are fucking tattletelling on yourself right now. It's not even funny. Also, all video games are based on fiction. Some of them are based on real events, granted, but this is based on fiction. Harman, what do you fucking think? It's fiction.
this isn't even a thing in Doom 2016, because Doom 2016 was very much like the original Doom games, in which you don't have a lot of context. You're just a guy on Mars fighting demons, right? Like, you don't know like anything like about the character, and a lot of it's up to your imagination, which was based.
Well, no shit, Sherlock Holmes. Guess what? It's a reboot of the original fucking game. Oh, shocker there. Oh, I wonder what fucking brain cells that you had to pull out of your ass in order to figure that out. Ha ha.
You know, the creators of Doom have been very upfront about this, is that games should not have stories.
No shit, Harman. People don't think when they say Doom, they don't think of, oh, I wonder how the story is. No, they think of the gameplay. They think of how gory it could get to fucking break apart a demon with new death animations or what new weapons they're going to use. That's why a lot of people lost their shit when they saw the fucking shield, the new chains shield, the new shotgun, the new weapons. Why do you think people were more hyped about that than the story that was going on with the fucking Doom game?
With Doom Eternal, you unironically see people try to tell you that, like, oh, Doom Eternal is the end of the Doom Slayer story. We're never going to get another Doom game because this is the end and this is the best it's ever going to get. That's why we're getting Doom the Dark Ages, because they can only make prequels going forward, because this is the climax of the entire thing. Like, what are you talking about?
Red flag right there. That should be a red flag to anybody that has played fucking Doom Eternal and beaten the DLC. Because if you actually beaten the DLC or seen the ending to the DLC, you'll know exactly why that's the ending right there to the Doom franchise. Well, not the Doom franchise, but the Doom Guys series, and why they're going to the Dark Age instead of fucking continuing on with the story. No, they want to go with a prequel in this situation.
The idea that Doom Slayer is a thing, that like there's actually some lore in regards to the character and the world building, it is completely detrimental to like Doom's identity.
No, it doesn't. It just makes him more and more interesting. It explains why he's on this crusade against the demons in this situation. I have learned a hell of a lot more lore in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal about fucking the Doomslayer. I don't know what delusion you're under, but I know what it is. It's called the Nintendo fanboy syndrome. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
That Doom Eternal's lore is canon, in spite of being retarded, in spite of making like obvious deviations from even 2016.
Very poor choice of word.
So you've invested 0 hours into the Doom lore to see if your statement is true at all, right? You have no idea. You haven't played any of the not played, but you haven't like looked at any of the lore entries or listened to a video that explained all the lore entries into the Doom universe. You haven't done any of that, but you're gonna sit there and say Doom Eternal has nothing to do with Doom's lore at all. You guys wonder why I cover Harman so much. Now, do you guys know now? You see why?
Right? It feels like its own completely different thing.
It's that dirty fucking glass again. You absolute fucking troglodyte. Have you ever heard of what soap is? Have you ever heard putting it into a fucking dishwasher after you fully clean it out to make sure it's actually, clean for once? Because it is absolutely disgusting. Every single time you do a video, you pull that out and you're just like, well, it's clean enough now. I might as well drink my water suet.
Mechanics, yeah. Like, it's just Doom just struggles, I think, with finding a
Look at that. Look at that him. He's having a hard time processing it, chat. Look at that, fam. It's so funny to watch him just go, and then he just scratches himself like, dude, go take a shower. Go rub some lotion on your skin. Like, come on. Really? Get on with the point. Slap these videos in the video editor and cut the stuff out. You are literally giving me gold right here to make fun of you, but I am restricting myself from doing that. You need to edit your videos, Harman.
Doom Eternal just struggles with making all of its ideas work in a way. Like all of it just falls flat on their faces. It doesn't come together well at all. It's boring. It kind of shocked me when I played Doom Eternal again recently.
Harman, your criticism towards this is absolutely invalid. You enjoy the most basic bitch mechanics this world has ever seen in its fucking lifetime. You don't even deserve to sit here and criticize that none of these mechanics or none of the things that Doom Eternal tries to do within its game or its premises is even worth fucking even trying. Let me tell you something real quickly. Doom Eternal had major improvements over Doom 2016, and I'm suggesting anybody that enjoyed Doom 2016 and is on the fucking ropes of trying Doom Eternal, please go pick up Doom Eternal on Game Pass or go pick up yourself a physical copy because you deserve to treat yourself to a fantastic game.
Doom Eternal you get bored of very quickly, right? Like the game just doesn't really have a whole lot to offer aside from like platforming that doesn't really amount to much, right? Like how does the platforming make the core Doom gameplay better, right?
Gee, I don't know, Harman. How about we think about this for a quick second? Doom has always been about how fast you can go and how quick you can kill enemy demons, okay? Have you ever thought about that? Probably not, because you probably only played Doom Eternal for maybe about an hour or two. You said, this is boring. I'm not interested in this at all. It amazes me how you want to sit here and pretend that you actually have a fucking lick of sense to even know what fucking Doom Eternal or Doom in general, what it is.
Again, it's absurd, right? Seeing people like look at the the Dark Ages trailer and just be like, "Oh, you can ride a dragon." Well, okay, but like in Tears of the Kingdom, you can build your plane, you can fly it, you can like hit dragons out of the sky with it, right? With your powers, right? You can attach like cannons to it.
Oh my god, I'm such a basic bitch that I don't like building and shit instead of just enjoying video games in general for what they are. Oh my God. Do you know how fucking metal it is in a Doom game in general to get on top of a fucking dragon and then using that same dragon to go after a demon, a big demon, and executing it by ripping its mouth open and plunging fire into it and executing it that way? Do you know how fucking metal that is? Oh, do you know what's metal too? How about getting a giant fucking mech so you could go fight against demons and what other terrors are below in hell over there or wherever they are in this in general? Do you know how fucking metal that is, Harman? Probably no idea. Probably none.
Riding a dragon, like especially with Doom's track record of introducing new mechanics, like no. Like if I play a Doom game, all I want to do is run around a maze, like in the first two games, and just shoot demons. Like that's it.
And you have access to those games. Oh, wait a minute. No, you don't, Harman. Because remember, you would be a fucking hypocrite in this situation. Remember, you say emulation is illegal, remember? Remember, you say it's a bad thing and you should go to jail for it. So, I guess you're a fucking loser in this case. I guess you can't play the first and second Doom now. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Right. Like when I see people praise the Dark Ages, it's just like, oh, it has totally unique weapons. Like, oh, look, you have a mace. A mace is just essentially going to amount to like pressing the melee button, right? It's going to be boring.
Well, it's definitely going to be more fucking entertaining than slinging the Master Sword around for the absolute millionth time. Now, won't it, fucking Harman? Now it would be more fucking fun to sling this mace around and executing demons with it versus just taking sword. Oh, look, I'm stabbing someone with it. I'm stabbing whatever fucking enemy that I'm fighting with now. Yay. How many fucking games of Zelda we've played with where he's just using his sword as a melee weapon for the millionth time? I'm kind of curious on that one.
It's going to be generic. It's going to be drawn out. It's going to be a lot like Doom Eternal, where like your ultra kills just take too long and you're not actually playing the game, right?
I want to remind everybody in this situation that this man over here, his game of the year is Princess Peach, one of the most boring gameplay that has ever graced this fucking generation. Like, I'm sorry, but I've played boring games before, but Princess Peach over there, that's a boring ass fucking game with barely any sauce and meat to it at all. There's barely meat on those bones to enjoy. Hell, even go play New Game Plus. Yeah, I don't know who the hell's ever done that, but yeah, no.
I'm interested in seeing that, like, if the Dark Ages fails to impress people the way Doom Eternal did. Well,
yeah, good luck with that. The reception from the Xbox showcase where everybody saw the gameplay, they showed the the chainsaw shield. I'm gonna have so much fun with that, fam. You have no idea. Yeah, but no, the reaction to the new Doom with everybody, like a lot of people, how they reacted. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say this right now. They are all very interested in Doom: The Dark Age, and this one right here, I've got faith in Bethesda in this one. If they manage to fuck it up, I'm going to be one pissed motherfucker and you're going to see a video from me.
It's just an above average reboot in an era where like the average is like absolute trash, right? Like that's the problem right now. We're in the middle of a video game crash right now, and people are trying to say that like, oh well, at least Doom Eternal is good. It's not. Like, grow up, at least Elden Ring is good. It's not.
Oh, trust me, Harman, they're very good games. You want to know how for a fact that these are very good video games? Is that if you guys have been watching Harman as long as maybe as I have, you'll start to notice a pattern of video games he'll start to bring up over and over again that aren't part of the fucking Nintendo exclusive ecosystem, like Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, the Doom series. Oh, like in the Power World 2. Yeah, if they're not part of the Nintendo exclusive, the ecosystem, he's going to lose his mind. And he's going to bring it up repeatedly, especially if they're really, really good games. Because trust me, he can't fucking stand that at all. And he can't stand other people being happy at the fact that they're enjoying video games. And you know what, fam? Thankfully, that is the end of the video. Good God, I could not stand another minute of the bullshit and the sludge coming out of this man's mouth. I tell you right now, it is absolutely tiring just to hear Harman Smith talk repeatedly over and over again with his absolute nonsense. But you know what, fam? Thank you very much for watching my content. I always appreciate it every time you guys do. And hey, you know what? Just to alert you guys, this upcoming Monday or Tuesday, depending on which one, I got a review coming out for y'all. Oh yeah, this one's from an indie developer that really surprised me, that actually came over and said, "Hey Gar, we want you to do a review for it." So if you stuck around that long and you enjoy my type of content, stick around for that video. But besides that, if you enjoy my reviews, my rants, and well, my salt videos, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. I always like talking to you guys. And hey, subscribe to the channel. Trying to make it to 10K by the end of this year. So like I said, you enjoy my content and you want to tell YouTube like, hey, I enjoy Gar's stuff, bring me more of that type of stuff, hit the red button down there that says subscribe. It'll let you have more of my videos in your subscription feed. And hey, you like I said, you know, you can do the other stuff too to help me out. But anyway, guys, besides all that solid stuff, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.